TikTok is packed with easy money side hustles, but do they actually work, or are they just hype? So I decided to try the most viral TikTok side hustles for an entire week, from AI tools to passive income tricks, to see which ones make real money and which ones waste your time. In this video, I'll show you exactly what I did, what worked, what failed, and how much I actually made. Before we jump in, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because this week, we're testing TikTok's biggest money claims so you don't have to. User-generated content creation. This was the first side hustle I tackled, and honestly, I had high hopes. UGC creators make content for brands without showing their face, usually just filming products in creative ways. I signed up on platforms like Billo and Trend and spent Monday reaching out to over 30 brands. The response rate was better than I expected. By Tuesday afternoon, I had landed 2 gigs, one for a skincare brand and another for a coffee subscription service. The skincare brand paid me $75 for 3 short videos showcasing their moisturizer. I spent about 2 hours filming different angles, adding trending audio, and making sure the lighting was decent. The coffee company paid $60 for 2 videos. Total earnings for this hustle came to $135 for roughly 4 hours of work. That's over $30 an hour, which isn't bad at all. The biggest challenge was the initial outreach and building a portfolio. Once I had a couple of videos under my belt, brands started responding faster. Print on demand with Etsy. Next up was print on demand. I'd heard so many TikTokers talk about how they're making passive income selling designs on Etsy without holding any inventory. I used Printify to create designs for t-shirts, mugs, and tote bags. My niche was sarcastic quotes for teachers because I figured that was specific enough to stand out but broad enough to have demand. Setting up the Etsy shop took longer than expected, almost 4 hours between creating the designs, writing product descriptions, and figuring out SEO keywords. I launched 10 products on Tuesday evening and promoted them on Pinterest and a couple of Facebook groups. By the end of the week, I had made exactly 2 sales, 1 teacher mug for $12 and 1 tote bag for $18. After Etsy fees, Printify costs, and advertising, my actual profit was around $11. Was it worth it? Not in the short term. However, I can see the potential here. The products stay listed and can continue selling without much effort after the initial setup. If I kept adding more designs and building momentum, this could become a decent passive income stream in a few months. But for a 1-week test, it was definitely the slowest earner. Freelance social media management. I've always been pretty comfortable with social media, so I thought offering it as a service would be an easy way to earn some side income. I created profiles on Fiverr and Upwork, advertising myself as a social media manager for small businesses, focusing on Instagram and TikTok growth. I kept my rates beginner-friendly, $50 for a week of content scheduling, posting, and community engagement. However, I quickly realized how competitive the freelance space is. I sent out about 20 proposals, and only 3 potential clients replied. 2 of them wanted to lower my rate even further, which I decided not to accept. The third response came from a local bakery that needed help improving their Instagram presence. They agreed to my $50 rate for a 1-week trial, which gave me the chance to prove myself. I spent roughly 6 hours that week creating a content calendar, designing professional-looking posts using Canva, writing engaging captions, and actively interacting with their followers. By the end of the week, the results spoke for themselves. Their engagement increased by around 40%, and they gained 60 new followers. It was exciting to see such clear growth in a short time. The direct earnings were modest, just $50, but the real win was the testimonial they gave me and their interest in continuing our partnership. That single review instantly made my Fiverr profile look more credible. This type of gig has strong recurring income potential, especially once you've built trust and proven your ability to deliver results. The hardest part, without question, is getting your first client. With so many freelancers offering similar services, standing out takes effort. Things like a polished profile, detailed proposals, and strong portfolio samples really matter. But once you land that initial job, and gather positive feedback, everything becomes much easier. Selling digital products on Gumroad. Digital products have become one of the hottest trends on TikTok and other social platforms, and for good reason. People everywhere are making money selling Notion templates, budget trackers, digital planners, ebooks, and social media calendars without ever shipping a physical item. Inspired by that, I decided to create 2 digital products of my own: a simple productivity planner and an Instagram content calendar template. Using Canva, I designed both from scratch, spending about 5 hours to make sure they looked clean, professional, and visually appealing. Once finished, I uploaded them to Gumroad, priced at $10 each, and started promoting them on TikTok, Pinterest, and Twitter. To get extra visibility, I also joined a few Facebook groups focused on productivity and small business owners, where I could share my links naturally. The results came faster than I expected. In just the first 3 days, I sold 4 planners and 2 content calendars, earning $60 in total. No refunds, no complaints, and no customer issues. Just smooth, simple sales. What makes digital products so powerful is their passive nature. After the initial design and setup, the work is done. Someone could buy your product while you're asleep, and you wake up to a notification that you've made money. There's no shipping, no packaging, and no inventory to worry about. The profit margins are nearly 100%, minus the small platform fees, since you're selling something you only created once but can sell endlessly. Of course, the biggest challenge isn't creating the product, it's getting eyes on it. In a crowded market full of templates and planners, standing out requires smart marketing. Building a social media following, an email list, or using SEO-friendly titles and visuals can help tremendously. If I had a larger audience, this side hustle could easily bring in hundreds of dollars each week. Flipping items from Facebook Marketplace. This was the hustle I was most skeptical about, but it turned out to be the biggest surprise. The concept is simple: buy underpriced items on Facebook Marketplace, clean them up, and resell them for a profit. I started my week with a budget of $100 to invest. On Wednesday morning, I found a vintage wooden side table listed for $20. It had some scratches, but nothing major. I also grabbed a barely used air fryer for $15 and a set of kitchen bar stools for $35. I spent Thursday cleaning everything up, taking better photos with good lighting, and writing detailed descriptions. I relisted the side table for $65, the air fryer for $50, and the bar stools for $80. By Saturday, I'd sold all 3 items. Total revenue was $195. After subtracting my $70 investment, I walked away with $125 in profit. That's the highest return I got from any hustle this week, and it only took about 8 hours total, including shopping, cleaning, photographing, and coordinating pickups. The downside is that this isn't passive at all. You're constantly hunting for deals, communicating with buyers and sellers, and managing logistics. But if you enjoy the treasure hunt aspect and don't mind putting in active work, this hustle can generate cash quickly. It's also scalable if you reinvest your profits into bigger ticket items like furniture or electronics. After testing all 5 side hustles for 1 week, here's where I landed financially. UGC content creation brought in $135. Print on demand made $11. Social media management earned $50. Digital products generated $60, and flipping items netted $125. That's a total of $381 in 1 week. Was it life-changing money? No, but it's proof that these TikTok side hustles aren't all hype. The key is understanding which ones require upfront work versus ongoing effort. UGC and social media management are great if you want client-based income and enjoy creative work. Print on demand and digital products are better for building passive income over time. Flipping items is perfect if you need fast cash and like the thrill of finding deals. If I had to pick one to continue, I'd focus on UGC content creation because of the pay rate and flexibility. But honestly, combining a few of these could easily bring in over $1,000 a month with part-time effort. The biggest lesson I learned is that success with side hustles isn't about luck. It's about showing up consistently, testing what works, and not giving up after a slow start. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, or drop a hustle you want me to try next week. If you enjoyed this real-life experiment, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's been tempted by those viral, get-rich-quick videos. Until next time, stay curious, stay smart, and remember, not every side hustle is worth the hype.